Your rock station, your morning show.
What's your name? What's your name?
Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Thanksgiving, right around the corner, and this pilgrim is feeling pretty proud.
On the Blitz.
Hey, it's a Tuesday. It's going to be a high of about 37 today. Slightly warmer than it was yesterday. And it does get better as the week goes on. 51 tomorrow, 54 Thursday, almost 60 by Friday. And then we do hit 60 Saturday and Sunday. So all in all, I know what we got, I know what we're dealing with. It's like 27 out right now.
Ooh, the wind yesterday was a killer. Oh.
I had to leave the house yesterday. After I got home, sat at home, did nothing.
Don't get a dog. I'm just telling you. Do not get a dog. The winter, I regret my decision every winter.
You know, we're in that debate right now. Like every week, I get updates about like adoptable dogs here and there.
Do it in the spring. I highly encourage you to wait.
See, but I'm wondering if you do it in the winter, then you head first. So if you do it in the spring, then you're, this is nice. I can walk in the spring. I can walk in the summer. I can walk in the fall. And then the winter comes.
No, I feel like in the spring, if you get spring all the way through summer, fall, when you hit winter, you love the dog, so it's too late. Now, if you get the dog now, you haven't bonded with it yet. So you're like, what have we done? We made a giant mistake. You start the relationship off on a real negative note.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but here's the other thing. When you get the dog in the winter, you're potty training and doing all of this in the winter. And I'm telling you, when they're a little puppy and you're trying to get them to go out in the snow, no, you want to do that kind of training when the weather's nice.
Yeah, that is true.
Then when you get to winter, he's trained.
I don't even know if we're going to do it anyways. I don't even know I want to deal with any of it. So, still haven't made that decision. How are you, Kelly?
You did promise them that if they were
I didn't say a damn thing.
You didn't?
No.
Well, who promised the dog if you moved to Columbus? Okay.
Who do you think? What if it wasn't me?
Whoever makes the promises has to go out in the winter with the dog.
Yeah. Well, that's the other reason for having boys is you like, look, you want the dog, then you take them out. Mm-hmm. You're both old enough to take them out, pick up poop, go for walks on your own. You can do all the things. Feeding schedule before you go to school, the whole thing. I just want to sit there. Mm-hmm. That's it. Debating how today is going to go. Today is medical day because Tuesdays I always go to Tri-State Men's Health and get my testosterone shot, so I have to do that. But I had my physical last week, and I have to go. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I already eaten and done all the things I do, so they couldn't draw my blood for all the blood work. So today is black coffee only until 10:45.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. It stresses me out.
Yeah, we got to do the blood draw, so I got to do that. And then, finally, I got to go home, and because I did have my physical and my checkup, they sent me the box, and the box arrived, so today is poop in a box day for Cologuard. So it's just a big old medical day.
All the things.
Hooray!
Well, at least you're not going through the actual, where you got to drink the liquid.
Yeah, at least I'm not
that.
doing the camera. That is true. Hoping everything turns out.
Remember, don't send them too much. They might send it back to you.
What?
Yes.
What?
They get reports. Nora gets the reports back all the time because part of her job is going through and making sure people are up to date on the things they have to do for her doctor's office. And they get notes all the time where it's like, it's too dense. You said too much. And then so you got to poop in a box again. It's very specific, apparently. They say all the rules are right there in the box.
Does it give you measurements? Like, what is too much?
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. You want to make sure they've got enough to test.
I have to assume it's in the rules. So, yeah, they have enough.
Like no more than an inch? I don't know.
Are you talking diameter or length?
Well, yeah,
There's
right.
all kinds of things to worry about.
But what if your stomach's upset?
Does it come out like marshmallow fluff, or does it come out like a cinder block? Like, what are you dealing with here?
Dang. Ugh.
How are you, Kelly?
I'm good.
Any big medical procedures for you today or anything?
Let's see, none that I can think of.
Okay.
Nothing today.
Nothing today. All right,
no.
good. Thick, you doing all right?
Yeah, you've been trying to get me to watch the movie Nobody.
Yes.
You told me about this great movie. You said, just watch it. You'll love it. It's fantastic. So I'm looking for it everywhere last night. It's telling me it's streaming on Netflix, not there. It's telling me it's on Amazon Prime, and it's free. I went there, but they show ads with it for some reason. So I was about to buy it. Okay. And I said, screw it. We'll just play the ads on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And so we start watching it. And, in the beginning, he's got the every day at work thing. Yes. It starts out. And Heather goes, didn't we see this? And I'm like, yeah, we did. Like 2 years ago, we saw the movie. What? I know. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll watch Nobody 2.
Yeah.
It doesn't come out for another week.
You got to rent it or buy it.
Yeah, but it'll be streaming free in a week.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying to watch this movie for 2 months,
that
and I find that I've already seen, and it was great.
Such a good movie, though.
And then once we started watching, I'm like, oh yeah, I remembered everything.
Yep.
But so now I really want to see the second one.
Second one's good.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first.
Oh, really?
Obviously, but good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. But the first one's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. A very busy day today on a Tuesday. We have got your final pair of AC/DC tickets because we had a pair left over from last week. So we'll do that at 7:50 this morning. We also have to dive back into a local town that is in the national news yet again that I'll tell you about as well. Yep. I don't know what's going on in this little Ohio town, but I'll tell you about it coming up just after 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get going. Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, $25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Eating lots of this apparently makes men's armpits smell a lot sexier to women. So you want to eat this, guys, and it'll make your armpits smell a lot better. Tell us what this is. Text it in first at 800-821-9970 and win the gift card.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, eating lots of this will make a man's armpits smell a lot better. Obviously, you want a little meat in your diet. You want lots of fruits and veggies. They'll help you smell better. Of course, not everything. Broccoli's not going to help your body odor at all.
Asparagus.
Asparagus makes your pee stink.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing how fast it works, too.
15 minutes.
Yeah, right after dinner. Like, gotta go pee. Whoa!
That happens when you take a B complex vitamin.
Is that right?
It makes everything look like it's glowing within minutes.
Glowing.
I want some vitamin B complex.
Right.
I'm turning off all the lights.
I mean, I don't know if it really glows.
I'm having a pee-pee rave.
It is
get
bright.
me some B complex. Some B complex and a black light. I'm in for the night.
Oh my gosh. Cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts also make you smell bad. However, broccoli makes you smell bad. Garlic. Oh. Eating lots of garlic will make your armpits smell more attractive to women. They did a study.
What about the breath?
Yeah.
The BBC did a study. They had dozens of women rate the smell of different men's armpits, and the ones who had eaten a ton of garlic had the sexiest smelling armpits. I'm just curious, Kelly. Let's say somebody's doing a survey. They're going to give you $500 to smell a bunch of men's armpits. Would you do that?
$500? Heavens no.
No?
Not enough?
No, it's not enough. I'd do it, but I have a price, and it's not $500.
What would it take?
$1,000.
Per? Not
no,
per.
no.
Let me be reasonable.
Dozens of
How long
armpits.
am I? Dozens?
Yes.
Are we talking an hour's worth of sniffing?
No. You're talking like a total of a half an hour. You're talking 20 armpits, and then you got to just rank them 1 through 20 on your little score sheet.
So maybe I'm putting in an hour's worth of work. $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Goose, how much to sniff women's armpits?
Bottle of Kleenex and some jergens.
Oh my
God.
I should have known better.
I'm not going around sniffing art. It would cost money.
If you hate garlic supplements also do the same. Have the same impact. So,
garlic.
I guess.
Remember garlic?
Garlic and pineapple, man. That's all you need. You're good to go.
Well, Matt Williams from Marengo is the first one to text in the correct answer, and he gets $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
Congratulations. Hey, real quick, I wanted to say happy Veterans Day, of course, and then happy 250th birthday to the Marines. That was officially yesterday, but they have a whole bunch of events going on today. Excuse me. I mentioned I didn't have anyone that I know that, close to me that was in the military family-wise. I think my grandpa was in way before I was born. But, yeah, I joined the Navy after high school, and then I was medically disqualified the morning I was supposed to leave for basic training.
Really?
4:30 in the morning,
Wow.
Pontiac, Michigan. They're doing, the final checkup, and they sent me home because my tendons don't lock in my elbow.
What?
So, like, if I do, like, push-ups, you just hear clank, clank. My left elbow just doesn't hurt or anything, but they said, no, you can't go.
That's a surprise U-turn in life.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Now what do I do?
Because I joined the Navy with a buddy of mine, and he ended up going. He ended up shipping off, and I'm like, bye.
Wow.
Yeah. So then, when that's kind of your plan, it was like, well, what? Because I was not a good high school student, so the plan was that this would help progress, whatever. Yeah, because I had to go to community college, and then which finally evolved into more college. But yeah, when that's your life plan, and it doesn't go that way.
The only thing into a DJ.
The only thing left is radio.
That's exactly it. Although my buddy, I tell this story a lot when I talk to people who are in the military. I did have a friend who I worked. Him and his wife owned a DJ company when I first started DJing. So I worked in that company doing like weddings and events. And he actually was in the Navy, and he had the coolest job. He was on an aircraft carrier or one of these really big ships, and before the ship would dock wherever they were going, he would jump on a helicopter. They would fly him into where they were going from the ship. He would spend 5 days there eating at restaurants and going to bars that were okay for U.S. soldiers and things, spending the government's money.
Like surveying, just checking it out?
Yes. And that was about a week before the ship was supposed to dock.
So that everybody knew where they could go.
Get back on the helicopter, fly back to the ship, and then spend 2 days reporting on the radio places you could go, places you could check out. So
who doesn't want that job?
I was like, if I could do that,
oh my God,
I'd be all over it.
You should have been like, hey, my elbows wouldn't stop me from doing that.
Right, I can talk.
That's true.
I can still talk, yeah. So.
My dad served in Vietnam. My Uncle Tom served in Vietnam. That was a rough time in our history.
Yeah,
Vietnam War.
Did they? Were they like the typical Vietnam come home? Could you see it? Did they not talk about it a lot?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wasn't born when they served, but they would not. My dad refused to talk about the war. Refused his entire life. And my uncle, same. That was a really traumatic period of service for veterans. Now, I mean, any type of war service, I cannot imagine. My personal experiences with the Vietnam War with my dad, but really awful.
Movies alone are enough to mess with me.
Oh yeah,
I can't even fathom and wrap my head around what that would be like.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I like the more I think about getting sent home from the Navy, which for the most part isn't necessarily the front lines, the Marines, the grunts that go in first. I don't know how I would. That's a special kind of person right there.
You can understand. Even watching movies, you understand PTSD. Like I understand 100%. How that gets into your soul and never leaves.
Yes, to the deepest parts of your soul, ingrained in you for sure. So again, happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much for your service and what you've done to the military wives and husbands out there. Know what you go through. Thank you for your service as well. So again, happy Veterans Day. We're going to be honoring them all day long right here on the Blitz. Throughout the day, you will hear us thanking our servicemen and women. So again, happy Veterans Day, and thank you again.
They said several listeners have texted and had the same thing happen to him, not for the same reason, but just that they got sent home for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yep,
it does happen. So happy Veterans Day.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, our first story takes us over to Boston, where a Boston Transit police officer is facing drunk driving charges because the police got a call about a car on the side of the road on the early morning hours of October 19th when a Massachusetts state police officer responded to a single car crash there at Levert Circle intersection is where this car was found. And they walked up to the driver of the car, who happened to be this Boston Transit police officer, asking if he had been drinking. And he admitted he had 2 drinks, like, hours ago.
Of course.
He's just trying to make it home. Unfortunately, due to the odor of alcoholic beverages on his breath, his slurred speech, his car resting on the bent "Do Not Park Here" sign, and the fact that he had vomit both inside his car and outside of his car, led officers to believe that it probably wasn't 2 drinks and it probably wasn't hours and hours ago.
I think every officer knows a couple of beers is not a couple of beers.
Right.
Like you either have to say you have had nothing to drink or you have to admit
Always say nothing.
Yeah.
Always.
Bless you. Here we go.
Always say nothing. Say 0 drinks. Always say 0 drinks.
Yeah.
Let them figure it out later, no matter what. Anyways, yes, he was determined that he could not drive a vehicle. He was arrested, and we'll see what happens. They do say that we have faith in the judicial.
We got it.
Stop it! Judicial process, and they will find out whether or not he will be able to. He has a current job where they've modified his job duties while they look into this.
A little desk duty.
Yeah. Speaking of police officers that aren't supposed to be doing things, we take a trip over to Massachusetts, and Cheshire, Massachusetts, where a police chief was just placed on administrative leave because they believe he was trying to solicit sexual favors from a working woman, if you will. Apparently, over a conversation through text messaging and a certain website, they found that this police chief was actually speaking with an undercover law enforcement officer for some sort of sexual relationship. Prior to the meeting, this police chief communicated their intentions to be a customer for a sexual relation and agreed to pay to engage in sexual conduct. Well, this officer did head over to the school parking lot where they planned to meet. Yes, a middle school parking lot, where it's, of course, where you always want to meet up for your sexual rendezvous. And that is when the police showed up to arrest him. Now, here's the thing. This police chief's attorney says, no, this is not what was happening. What he does is he contacts these women to meet up with them, to have talks with them in attempts to set them straight. He has touched base with approximately 4 or 5 females in the past year.
Have any of them gone straight?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if I'd consider it touching base. He was touching something. Third base, maybe, but not touching base. According to investigators, he found the website about a year ago and described meetings with the women more of a talk and attempt to get them on the straight line than doing anything with them. Sure, buddy. So the only thing you have to do now is find the 4 or 5 other women that he touched this year and have them say, yeah, look at me now. I got a job as a waitress, or I'm over here being an executive assistant at this company. He put me on the straight and narrow.
If it wasn't for him, I'd still be out on the street.
Still be doing his thing. Yes, he agreed to pay me money, but I thought he was going to use his mouth in different ways. But all he did was talk to me and set me straight.
The vagina is the window to the soul.
Right. Set you straight. I'm pretty sure they set him straight. I would think. At least that's what you're paying good money for. I would hope. Anyways, that's your not-so-breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Over the weekend, Nora ran some errands and asked the 13-year-old if he wanted to go, and he'll always say yes, because whenever he leaves the house with Mom, he knows he's getting something. Nice. Whether it's a new little Lego thing or a snack of some sort, he's getting something. So sure enough, he went along and he came home. And Nora comes in the door as I'm cooking and goes, I've got to show you something. I said, okay. And she brings in not the little snack size bag of potato chips, and not like the one you get in the aisle. It's the one that usually sits by the counter or by the checkout. That's
it's a bigger size.
A snack size,
but it's still for one person.
Right? Yeah. And goes, take a guess as how much this cost. How much do you think that bag of potato chips costs? Not the family size, not the one you get in the big aisle with the chips and the dips and all that stuff, but like sitting right next to the counter, like the one you would go to the gas station for.
Yes.
To grab for a snack. Take a guess as to how much that bag of chips costs.
$2.57.
Okay. Think you got a guess?
It's at the cash register?
Yeah.
What you're saying?
Yeah.
$5.99.
That's exactly it.
Is it really?
$5.99 for a bag of chips.
The regular size bag's less than that.
Not anymore. And then, yesterday, Nora went to Target to do the Target pickup order that she placed. Look at the sign out front.
2 for $35.
Frito-Lays.
Frito-Lay?
I was like, that can't be right.
What? 2 boxes?
I don't know. But Frito-Lay shit 2 for $35. Like, are you kidding me?
No, something.
Is that to buy the company?
Right. I just couldn't believe it. But so I was like, is there like a potato shortage or something going on?
2 42-count variety packs of
42
Frito-Lay
count.
snacks.
Okay. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
So not 2 bags
These
of
are
chips.
like a big box of the ones you take to school.
Yeah, exactly. But so I came in and I was just curious, so I just kind of Googled, like, is there a potato shortage? Why are potato chips so much? Which brought me to a website, which I did not know existed, and this is why I'm bringing this up. PotatoNewsToday.com is an actual website. No nonsense, no frills, potato news stories from around the world.
So they're just giving it to you straight about the potato.
Yep. You log on, and the first thing, they have some, like, clickable sections. Latest news, trends, smart farming, equipment technology, processing, varieties, research, events, seed, storage, potato soup for the farmer's soul.
Wow. You've got everything.
Next-gen potatoes.
Well, see, Goose, they know there are people like you out there whose favorite food is the potato, and you will come to that website.
Yeah, but this is more about, like, farming potatoes, not cooking potatoes. I want a cooking potatoes website. I don't care how I get the potatoes. But in case you're very much into potatoes, there's the British Potato Industry event coming up the 19th and 20th, the premier event for the potato industry. They'll have exhibitors and seminars, free visitor registration. Why does it matter? There's a section right here. Why it matters. British Potato remains a central meeting point for the UK sector, bringing together the supply chain for 2 days of equipment launches, technical updates, storage and handling solutions, and networking.
What's the merch situation?
That's a valid question. Valid question. Can I buy my emotional support potato? Because that's what I want. It's the only thing I want.
That's going to be like, I feel like there is no such thing as an emotional support potato because those things grow eyes and they get so scary. Like, psychologically, it's not great. When you see a potato that's been under the sink for a few months.
If you let it sit there.
Oh.
But if I can turn my emotional support potato into emotional support French fries, then I'm all in.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this.
I
like
absolutely
that.
agree. You have to use your emotional support potato in a timely manner. Otherwise, it will turn into an emotional potato nightmare. Yeah.
But now aren't you eating your feelings?
Which I'm totally fine with. Absolutely. But here's my quick question. PotatoNewsToday.com. One of the strangest websites I've ever come across. What's another really weird website out there? And I don't want to hear about the Hub and all the strange fetish sites. But what's a really odd website
that you could show your kids?
Yeah, like you never thought there would be a website for this because we know there's a website for anything. But what's it? 800-821-9970. Give us a call or shoot us a text right now. I'm very curious. One of the strangest websites you've ever come across that you're just like, wait, they actually have a website for this? Because, like I said,
I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. I love useless websites.
Potato News Today is definitely one of the more unique websites I have ever come across. In case you want to know anything about next-gen potatoes, the first article is CIP, with the participation of indigenous communities, develops late blight-resistant potato variety for Peru. So they're talking big-time stuff in the potato world, which I had no idea you could dive so deep into. But yes, you can. Think you got a weird website out there that you visited before?
I know of one called papertoilet.com.
Papertoilet.com.
Yeah, it's...
what happens on papertoilet.com?
It's a website that simulates the simple pleasure of unrolling an entire roll of toilet paper.
The simple pleasure?
Yes.
Nice.
So you sit there and click the button, and it just unrolls the toilet paper for you? Now, think, why is this for you to digitally do what you want to do in real life and use more than 4 sheets at a time? I
was going through just stuff, and I came across it. I'm like, what is that? And I went to it one time.
Papertoilet.com.
Okay, there is a site called theuselessweb.com. I just found it.
Okay.
And you click, all it is a one page, and you click on this button that says please, and it'll take you to a useless website. And I just clicked it, and it took me to a website that's called puganarug.com.
Pug and a Rug!
It's got a pug wrapped in a blanket, and it's sort of psychedelic.
Yeah, it's like moving slightly. Okay, Pug and a Rug. I'm not mad at that.
Let's see where it takes me. Paint.toys.
Ooh, paint.toys.
Click and drag to paint with words. The art of holograms.
I got a Charles text in. Bury me with my money.com. Bury me with my money.com. Is that a falling chicken? Oh, it's a falling person. Oh. Is this like a little game? What is this? Touch anywhere for... I don't know if I want to...
Oh, boy.
People are just falling and bouncing. Okay, that's an interesting website. Thank you, Charles. I'm going to have to look more into this website. Consumption Junction.
I just tried that.
Did it not work?
And it says this site can't be reached.
Oh, well.
What is that?
Wait, I guess before we go blindly typing in web addresses into our browsers, we should probably... Bill, don't get mad.
I'm not worried. I already infected us with elf bowling viruses.
800-821-9970. If you've got a useless website like PotatoNewsToday.com, I would love to hear about it.
And now, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Today is Veterans Day, the day set aside to honor the millions who have worn the United States Armed Forces uniform. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, more than 40 million men and women have served in the military over the course of the nation's history. Today, the total number of living U.S. veterans is estimated at right around 18 million. The Senate voted last night to end the record-breaking government shutdown and reopen federal agencies, passing a bipartisan measure after 8 Democrats joined Republicans to break the stalemate. The final vote was 60-40, with all Republicans except Rand Paul of Kentucky supporting the bill. The legislation now heads to the House, which could vote as soon as tomorrow. No matter what happens, Ohio SNAP recipients are getting partial payments this week. Money will be going out as soon as tomorrow, but it will be less than 65% of the normal payment. Full SNAP payments will go out as soon as the government reopens. Michael Jackson is back on the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 as Thriller reaches number 10. The 1982 hit had 14 million streams and a radio airplay audience of 9.3 million during the Halloween season this year, and the release of the new biopic Michael, which will be in theaters in April 2026. This makes Michael Jackson the first artist ever to achieve top 10 hits in 6 different decades. He officially surpasses Andy Williams, who had top 10 placements across 5 decades starting in the 50s.
Were most of those Christmas songs?
No.
Oh.
Only one was a Christmas song, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year, which is an enormous monster Christmas hit, and it reached number 5 back in 2017, which gave him his 6th decade with a top 10 hit. No,
5th decade, right. Michael Jackson got 6.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
the 5th decade with a top 10 hit.
Yeah,
wild, huh?
I mean, you can totally see to have Halloween and his trailer drop at the same time. I'm really looking forward to the movie, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Who's Michael Jackson? Who's starring in it?
His son.
His cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah. Not Jerome. Jafar. Yes, Jafar. Yep.
And he's starring in them. Okay.
He plays Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild. Yeah, should be good. All right. Anyway, those are your 3 things.
Well, if you're looking to jump on a new trend, there is one that has kind of taken over TikTok. We're seeing a lot of Gen Zers partake in this. Now, here's the thing. This would be fairly easy for us, this new trend. We'd be able to pull this off, no problem. However, it's finding a little more to be a little more difficult for Gen Zers because this new trend is, as they call it, raw dogging life. Basically, what they're doing is they are setting up like a timer on their computer, so you can see the timer. And they set it, I saw one video, it was set for 5 minutes. Another video was set for 15 minutes. And then they put the camera on so you can see the timer and them sitting like on their bed or sitting against their nightstand and doing nothing. That is the trend. Watching them sit there and do nothing. Raw dogging life as in being bored.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
This is why we need bullying.
No devices, no books, no music, no food. You can't sleep. You basically sit there on the floor and do nothing for 5 minutes.
And then people are watching this?
Yes. And people are... And
that's
what they're
another
doing,
level of low.
Oh, that is... Yeah, I thought watching people play video games or watching people open other boxes was a level of low. This is way worse. Oh. Watching people sit there do nothing. And so a lot of these, they've time-lapsed, so it's kind of in that triple speed or whatever. And you can see some of these kids, like, scooting along the floor, or they'd roll this way, they'd tuck their knees into their shirt. Like, it's hurting them just to sit there and do nothing.
Hey, we watch people play video games to get better at the games. There's a... I get there is that because we used to have like Nintendo Power Magazine or you would call the hotline to try and find out clues. That I can somewhat understand. Right. If you're watching it to gain information, that's one thing. But there are people who also sit there and just watch people play. Yeah. It's a whole thing now. Twitch and streaming, it's a whole thing. You can watch tournaments on ESPN.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. But the Gen Zers now are basically just trying to raw dog life. Again, a trend that we wouldn't even call a trend because that's what we used to do when we were younger.
Yeah, sometimes we sat around and did nothing.
I can't. Yeah, and then your parents like, go outside.
Right. Do something.
Right.
Go anything. Outside. What are we doing?
No, I just remember going, Mom, I'm bored. Go outside.
Right. Yeah. Imagine trying to be bored nowadays. We did on Sunday. The 13-year-old came downstairs. It was about, 11 o'clock. I think I had just turned on, Football in America or whatever pre-programming for Sunday football was on. And we had our cup of coffee. We're just chilling. And the 13 was like, what are we doing today? This?
You're looking at it.
This is what we're doing. And about 90 minutes later, he came back downstairs. Are we doing anything today? Yeah, this. We're sitting here.
Same thing.
Yeah,
nothing changed.
Nope. I'm grilling later. I'm making some guacamole about 3 o'clock. A little appetizer.
So what do you end up doing?
Who knows? Playing video games. Who knows? Playing video games, building Lego sets. I don't know. But yeah, figure it out, man. You'll be fine. So if you're looking for a new trend to participate in, feel free to set up your camera, set up a little timer on your computer, and videotape yourself raw dogging life, as the Gen Zers are calling it. Have fun with that. All right, ladies, need a little help this morning. 800-821-9970. I read an article that stated a lot of women believe that men nowadays don't really know how to kiss.
Oh.
It's kind of a lost art, if you will. So I'm very curious. Ladies, 800-821-9970. Give us a call right now. I want to know, do you find that to be true? Are men kind of in general? If you're in a long-term relationship, obviously it's a little bit harder to determine whether or not the general population is not as good as kissing as they used to be. Like, Kelly, it'd be hard to ask you whether or not.
Yeah. I've been kissing my husband for a long time. But I would say, I mean, with the younger, like, say your early 20s or whatever, we'll go adult on up. On the younger end of that, I mean, you're still learning, right? You're still getting experience. Like, you all come from a place of not knowing anything, and you mature into a place of being a decent
How long do you
kisser.
think it should take to figure out kissing, though?
I mean, maybe a few different girlfriends or boyfriends.
It's not length of time, it's experience.
Okay.
How much kissing?
How much
does
kissing
it take?
you've done.
And by the way, not all women are good kissers. I don't know if they all think they are, but they're not. To be complaining about just the guys.
Ooh. I was a little fired up.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Women are
That's
saying
true.
men can't kiss. Well, not all of you can either.
Well, you're taking this a little personal, Lothek.
Yeah, for somebody who's been married for 50 years, you're
I
saying-
got no problem. I'm a great kisser.
Oh, is that so?
You can ask my wife.
Oh, okay. All right.
Either that or she's lying.
See, I'll be the first to admit, I think I'm a mid kisser. I don't think I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm great.
It just needs, there just needs to be some compatibility, because let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than a spitty kiss. To me, like, don't be too wet. That's really gross.
Or even worse, when you kiss and all you hear is
Oh!
teeth.
Oh.
Your teeth are just like clink, clink.
Oh, that's
you're
bad.
clanking.
Cling, yeah, oh.
But
Yeah, there has to be some sort of compatibility. So, I mean, maybe other people love like a super wet kiss, and then you find somebody else who can give you that.
yeah, you're absolutely right. Not everybody likes the same kind of kiss.
Back in summer camp, I kissed Jenny, who also had braces, and we started the campfire together.
You did not.
Ping, ping.
Hey, lit right up.
Lit right up.
You ever get stuck to each other? Does that happen with
No,
braces?
it doesn't.
I have heard of that. I don't know if that's like urban legend or not, but I have heard of it. 800-821-9970. Are you having bad kissing experiences right now? Because according to this article, kissing is kind of a lost art.
Carrie says, get off your cell phones and get back to practicing kissing a pillow. You got to practice.
I don't think I ever practiced on a pillow before.
What did you practice on?
A real live girl.
That's a valid
It's
question.
not hard to find someone to kiss if you want to.
You don't think so?
No.
You think it's fairly
Just
easy?
kiss. That's
For
what
a
we're
girl.
talking.
Just kiss.
You have a lot. You've a chip on your shoulder over there, Thick Rick.
Well, no, you say it's not hard to find somebody to kiss. It's a lot
I
easier
think
for a
it's a
girl
lot
to find
easier.
somebody
for
to
sure.
kiss.
It's a lot easier for a girl.
You think?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, are you kidding?
Absolutely.
You guys have
Men
your
are
choice. You guys-
stupid.
any guy will kiss you.
Yes. You can walk up to any single guy you could walk up to, and they would 99% happily kiss you.
I feel like at
Or
any
anything
bar,
else.
at any bar, after a few drinks, you can find someone to kiss you, men or women. Easy.
There are women that will do it for sure, but I think statistically, you're going to have women will have an easier time,
Of course.
because men are just
Of course.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's not that hard to be able to practice kissing. And we're not going all the way. We're just doing a little fun smooching. Little
fun,
smoochy
just
smooch.
this fun smooching.
Yeah, for practice.
Sometimes you just
Don't
want
we
to
do
look-
that? Isn't that our 20s?
Well,
You're just smooching people.
Or
you're
12.
smooching people.
Yeah.
Oh, by 20, it was a
12.
little bit further than that. Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
if you want to practice and get great at kissing, I don't think it's too difficult.
I remember my very first kiss, asking permission, and then kissing her, and I was on my dad's bike because I was walking her home, and got halfway, and I was going to head back home, and I kissed her, and I took off on the bike. I didn't look back. I didn't do nothing. I ran away from her.
Dodge.
12,
Yeah, that's
12 or
not,
13.
That sounds very normal.
Yeah.
You know, for a boy.
I think I started to push on the pedal as I was getting and I was gone.
I don't want to know what she has
out.
to say.
Nope. Yep.
I don't want to see her face. I want
Gone.
to kiss and I'm out.
That's the first hit and run.
That's 100%. But it was good. See, you want to talk about practice? That was good practice to do what you're going to do and then bounce as quickly as possible.
right,
Just
right.
get out. 800-821-9970. All right, I don't know how much I agree with it, but I mean, this comes from researchers, so I guess I'll just put it out there. Norwegian researcher claims heavy drinking among young adults may boost career prospects.
What?
That doesn't seem right.
Be an alcoholic, get rich.
Seem like it aligns.
I do feel like there are a lot of after-hours business meetings in certain business communities that at least back in the day you were expected to attend. And then if you had to go to a conference out of town, it's just a booze fest.
That's true.
So you need a tolerance.
Now this is interesting because the University of Oslo sociology professor William Pedersen tracked over 3,000 Norwegians. But here's what's interesting: the pool of people that he researched ranged from 13 to 31.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. 13 to 31, he tracked them from ages 13 to 31. So he tracked these people for 18 years.
It's been going on a while.
It's not like the age group was the whole window. It was, he started with 3,000 13-year-olds and tracked them all the way until they were 31. Those who engaged in regular heavy drinking sessions during their late teens and 20s later achieved higher education levels and income compared to abstainers or light drinkers.
Wow.
He says there is a correlation. The statistical findings are quite strong, clearly significant. He suggests alcohol acts as a social lubricant that eases networking.
And you have to have practice at it, because how many times as a young drinker did you embarrass yourself because you don't understand what the alcohol's doing and how much when you need to stop.
Now, he did warn the study found those drinking heavily from early teens were less successful. So it's kind of like you said, kind of like practice, a little bit, get into your 20s, early 20s, get those networking skills going. You become more personable. You're hanging out after hours with the mid-manager.
You can handle your booze.
Yep.
Lord willing. People who are making those big deals, they don't want to drink alone.
Yes.
You know?
Norwegian Health Director Linda Gronlund emphasized, though, alcohol remains a public health risk, stating every glass you choose to skip is good for your health. So, I mean, do you want to be healthy early and make less money and be less successful throughout your life? Or do you want to become unhealthy, possibly die earlier, but have more money and be successful in the limited amount of years that you have to live?
You could wait till you're an adult, learn how to drink moderately, and then enjoy a business drink. 1, maybe 2. Get an Uber back to the hotel.
Could.
I bet you'd be successful.
But Norwegian researchers claim heavy drinking is what does it.
Oh,
so
heavy.
The 1 or 2.
I know people who drink a lot who are successful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're all over the place.
Hey, don't kill the messenger. You want to head out and start having some drinks, then...
Don't you think generationally we're going to go away from booze and more toward weed? Like, don't you think there's a generation coming that they don't drink? They just will smoke weed or do gummies.
I mean, I wonder... Yeah, I'm sure there's a decline for sure. And I think with more research and finding out that there are certain benefits to that, it's less damaging to your health overall. So, yeah, will it ever fully go away? Valid question.
Yeah, like, let's make this business deal over a bowl. You know?
I bet that's happened quite a few times.
Yeah.
Guarantee it has.
Yeah, it's been, the alcohol usage has been dropping by a couple % every year.
Okay.
In America.
I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing for sure. If you want to head over to Norway, maybe you can be a part of the next group that they study for the next 18 years and find out that if, in fact, heavy drinking will boost your career prospects.
The time is gone. It's the time. Time after time. Good times. Big time. Let's lose and won again.
All right, here we go. AC/DC up for grabs. They're going to be at the Shoe July 15th. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com. But how about we just save you $300 and send you to the Power Up Tour 2026? We're going to play the Time Warp. Here's the deal, 800-821-9970. But a little caveat here. Just a little switcheroo. Because normally we play this game, we all take guesses. And it's like, oh, yay, fun and games. And then we give away tickets. But these are AC/DC tickets.
Yeah.
At the shoe.
Right.
So here's the deal.
High stakes, baby.
High stakes. We're still going to play. We're still going to take our guesses. But if you want to win the tickets, you have to get it exactly right. And if we happen to get it exactly right, sorry, you didn't win.
So you should probably go first.
You should probably go first.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be my assumption is you should probably go first if you want the best opportunity to do so. So you have to get the year exactly right if you want to win these AC/DC tickets. So 800-821-9970 right now. Let's get a contestant on the line. Blitz, hi, who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Thomas.
All right, Thomas. Here's the deal. We're going to play the Time Warp. Thick has worked so hard on collecting audio clues from TV, movies, music, news, PSAs, commercials, could be anything. But all three clues come from the same year. We're all going to take a guess at the year. If you get the year exactly right, you're going to win the AC/DC tickets. Thomas, are you ready for your audio montage?
I am ready.
All right. Thick, here we go.
Dad's getting drunk on Thanksgiving is a holiday tradition.
Here comes Swiffer Sweeper. When Swiffer's the one, consider it done.
Wow. All right.
Oh, boy.
Well, Thomas, you have a choice. Do you want to go first or last?
I'll go last.
Go last. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Everlast, of course, in there. Family Guy and the Swiffer Sweeper. Well, Family Guy's been around for a while. I want to say it's got to be at least 2000. Everlast, I know I played that song on radio. I am going, because I bet they're getting ready to celebrate their 20th anniversary. 25th anniversary? 20th anniversary. I'm going 2002.
Okay. All right. Well, then I think I'm going to go just let's see, 2025. I'll guess 2000. You said 2002?
I said 2002.
I'm going to say 2005. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm probably way off. I just don't know. I remember all three of those things. I just don't quite remember when.
All right, Thomas, your guess. 2002, 2005 over on this end. You got to get the year exactly right. If not, we're going to find a new contestant. What is your guess, Thomas?
I'm thinking you guys are later. I was thinking the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could be right. You could be right.
I was torn on, I was torn.
Yeah, so remember, with the TV show, it's the year it debuted.
Debuted, right.
Yeah.
Debuted, yeah. And then Everlast. That song's... I remember listening to it in the 90s.
Okay. Give us a guess.
98?
98. Wow, we're all over the place. 98, 2002, 2005. All right, Thick, what you got?
Yeah, What It's Like from Everlast, Family Guy's first episode, and the Swiffer Sweeper all came out in 1999.
Oh, no!
That hurts. He was the only one in the right decade. Oh, man. Thomas, that hurts.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
really?
That feels so bad. That
I
feels
feel
so bad. He's
so
the
terrible.
only one who got it in the right decade. Oh,
All right,
that's a tough loss. But you said the rules up front.
Up to you two.
You said the rules.
No, it's up to you. Don't put that on us.
Hey.
You made the
If
rules.
it's up to me, I'm giving it to him.
Yeah.
So...
I bet the other people on the other lines are saying don't give it to
Yeah,
him.
I know. You did say the rules right up front. You did. I'm just a...
But
You did
I'm
say
a
the
softie.
rules. I would accept it.
Oh, all right, Thomas.
That makes it even harder to do.
Okay, bye.
Oh, no.
You could have convinced me otherwise.
Oh, my God.
You could have convinced me otherwise. I was toe in the water, ready to go.
Wow.
If Thick would have agreed with you and Thomas would have been come on.
I agreed with Kelly.
I would have jumped right in, but no.
And Thomas came back and said, yeah, you did say the rules. He kind of sealed his own fate.
He did.
Oh, Thomas.
Did. He could have convinced me. All right, let's try one more here. See if we can give away the... What? What are you...
Hey, no.
I tried.
You're all right.
800-821-9970. Let's get ourselves a contestant. Blitz, hi, who's this?
My name's Doug.
Doug, all right, Doug. Your turn to play Time Warp and see if you can guess the year exactly correct and see if we can give you some AC/DC tickets. Thick, are you ready with a new Time Warp?
I am.
All right. New Time Warp, Doug. Listen closely. 3 audio clues coming your way, all from the same year. Here we go.
Why would you want to marry me for anyhow? So I can kiss any time I want.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, who's going first?
Doug, your choice, man. You want to go first or last?
I'll go first.
He'll go first. All
I
right.
think that's a smart call.
What did you hear in there?
You don't have to name them right.
I recognize the song.
Okay.
I'm going to go 2001.
He's going 2001. Okay. Kelly, what you got?
I think it's just a little bit later. I really do mark American Idol's early seasons with the beginning of my marriage, which was 2003. It may have started before that, but I'm going to say 2003 because that's kind of how I think of American Idol, as at the start of my marriage.
Kelly Clarkson winning that first season. I remember it exploding all over the place. You're about right. I think I'm going to go right in the middle. I think I'm going to go 2002. So we had 2001.
I thought that's what he said.
He said 2001.
He said 2001.
Oh.
Kelly said 2003. I'm going right in the middle with 2002 for that.
The movie was Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, Sweet Home Alabama, right.
And then the song was Chevelle the Red.
Red, yeah.
And then American Idol. All came out in 2002.
Hey!
Got it, Goose.
Bing, Doug. Sorry, I win. I'm not giving you the tickets.
Oh.
Not when I win like that. You want to try one more?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope Thomas calls back. I feel bad for him.
All right, look, here's the deal. We've been sitting on these tickets for a while. If we don't get a winner on this round, then Thomas, we will look for you specifically. I hope you're still listening, and we will give you the tickets because you were so close.
Yeah, text us if you can at 800-821-9970.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Joel.
Joel?
No.
Noel. All right, Noel. We have got a Time Warp ready to go. AC/DC tickets up for grabs. Here we go. Thick, what you got for us?
I don't care, cause all I wanna do is cash my check and drive right home to you.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right,
Noel, your choice. You want to go first or last?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, what you got for us?
Let's see. I think that was Clinton's second year in office, maybe. Second term.
Second term.
Let's see.
Why are you helping him?
I'm not.
1990. 1994.
Oh, you were thinking second year.
1994. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Bill Clinton getting a little Korn doing their thing. I forgot what the first clip was.
King of Queens.
Theme song. King of Queens.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that. See, but if I'm going Bill Clinton and Korn, I'm going 96, 97, 96, 97, 96, 97. I'm going to say 97.
Okay, I'm definitely going second term Bill Clinton. That is for sure when that happened. It was like 99 maybe.
Oh, okay.
99-ish. I'm going to say 99.
All right. 94 for Noel. 97 for me. 99 for Kelly. Thick, what you got?
You guys were all so close.
Oh, no!
We didn't get it.
1998.
Oh.
Right in the middle. All right, Noel, I'm sorry. Cannot give you the tickets. But that does mean, Thomas, is this you texting in?
It is.
It is Thomas texting in.
Thomas said, it's Thomas. I just wanted to be honest.
Oh,
I love this guy.
Honest Thomas.
But dang it, Noel, I'm sorry. Good try.
Not really. He wasn't even close. He was like 5 years old.
Everybody gives it their good shot. Everybody gives it their best.
Thomas, yes, we will hook you up. You're going to win the AC/DC tickets. You came my closest for sure. And in fact, Thick, just so you know, someone texted in and said Everlast was released on July of 1998. So.
Oh, really?
A little bit of debate.
So Thomas might have
Thomas
been right?
was right.
Well, maybe we were looking at different sites. I don't know.
I don't know. But either way, Thomas, you're the winner. AC/DC tickets. Congratulations, man. We're going to call you back here in just a second.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Columbus police are planning to address safety at Easton Town Center ahead of the holiday shopping season. The announcement comes after a big fight at Easton involving a group of teens. It happened on the second floor of the indoor part of the mall on Saturday evening at about 6:30. They were removed from the property by special duty officers. Easton does have a parental escort policy in place. Anyone under the age of 16 must be accompanied by a parent or legal guardian over the age of 21 at all times. And if you are a teen, you're supposed to have ID on you so that you can produce it at any given moment. So
yeah, but I wouldn't even think it's the 13 or 14 or 15. I think it's
probably
the 17
16
and 18.
or 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how old these kids were, but no charges were filed. A woman is suing an Army gynecologist for secretly recording her at Fort Hood in Texas. The lawsuit was filed by a military spouse and accuses Dr. Blaine McGraw of sexually exploiting, manipulating, and secretly recording scores of women under his care. The suit also calls out Army leadership for allowing him to practice despite years of sexual misconduct complaints. Investigators say they found thousands of images and videos on McGraw's devices, possibly involving hundreds of his patients. The doctor's been suspended while the Army investigates. Well, the one thing for all of you men who have a woman in your life who you love, or for all of you women listening, the one thing that has been able to greatly help women get through the difficult experience of perimenopause and menopause is hormone replacement therapies. Pills, patches, gels, and creams give a lot of relief from hot flashes, mood swings, insomnia, UTIs, osteoporosis. But since the early 2000s, hormone therapies have had a black box warning, and medical professionals have discouraged women from using them because of what they believe to be a high risk of breast cancer, heart attack, and stroke. So potentially millions of women from the early 2000s until today who could have been helped greatly through this excruciating period of time had to raw dog it with no relief. Well, now the FDA is officially removing the black box warning, saying it is based on outdated science. And in an editorial in the medical journal JAMA, FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary says the use of black box labels on hormone therapies is one of the greatest mistakes in modern medicine.
Oh.
Yeah. He says, with the exception of antibiotics and vaccines, there may be no medication in the modern world that can improve the health outcomes of older women more than hormone therapy. So, God bless. Women, talk to your doctors now. Highly recommend. Not that I would know, but it is a miserable experience.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
And some people begin perimenopause in their late 30s, as early as their late 30s. So it is a multi-decade process of hormone changes in a body that are difficult to say the least. And so God bless. Talk to your doctor, talk to your gynecologist, and get some help through this period. All right? You're going to help everyone in your life, but mostly yourself.
I remember watching my mom sit on the couch in like the winter and literally just like beads of sweat just like pouring down. And she's like, God, gee, dang, can't take it. Opening windows when it's like 14 degrees outside. I can't.
No.
Women are by far the fairer and stronger sex. No way.
So over the past 5 years, since it became legal, just saying, a lot of reports about marijuana being a huge help to women when they start menopause. They did a huge survey at Harvard. 79% of women said, wow, yes, this helps.
Okay, but I will say, and that could be absolutely facts, in lieu of hormone replacement therapy, your hormones, your actual hormones are depleting. So to be able to put those back into your body to regulate yourself and not have a great fear of breast cancer or stroke or something, to know that that is way outdated science, and there may be a small risk, but the benefits outweigh for sure.
Do it.
Yep, do it. All right, those are your 3 things.
Man, I don't know what is going on to the northeast of us, but south of Cleveland there, outside of Akron, little town called Alliance, Ohio. And last week, there was a day for our not-so-breaking news, and we had 3 stories, all from Alliance, Ohio. There was like an ATM a theft. There was like a bar brawl of some sort. All in one day, Alliance, Ohio just had national news stories. And here we are yet again. Not even a full week later, and Alliance, Ohio back in the news because a police officer was doing his rounds, what police officers do, driving around, making sure people are on the up and up, waiting for that next call to come in. And that's what happened. Police officer got a call. Here is that police call.
43 headquarters.
Go ahead.
If I'm reading this right, is he riding like an actual real bull?
That's signal 4.
Okay.
I'm out with the subject with his bull in the Tractor Supply parking lot. I have so many questions. What?
This is Gus. This is Gus. Gus is famous. He's a Brahma bull.
Can I pet Gus?
Absolutely. You can get on Gus if you want to.
I think I'm all right now. If I get on Gus and I fall off Gus, then I'm gonna get in trouble.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, dude, what in the world? Yeah, here, you take a picture on my phone. So I don't get yelled at.
He did get on Gus?
He got on Gus. Absolutely. It's funny because in the video, he goes, no, I can't. If I fall off, I'm going to get in trouble. And then a text pops up and says 2 minutes later, police officer jumped on top of Gus. Yeah, they got a call last Thursday of a man in a cowboy hat riding a bull in a Walmart parking lot. So the officer's kind of going around the parking lot, doesn't see anything, goes around back, and then ends up in the next parking lot, which is where this Tractor Supply store is. And there's the guy in a cowboy hat riding this Brahma bull right there at the front door. He wasn't in the store, but he was right in that, no parking zone they have in front of those stores there.
I feel like that might be the only thing to do in Alliance is drink. Like you just drink, and that's
a drink and ride your bull.
Your extracurricular.
He had a saddle on the bull. He had a saddle with stirrups and everything on the bull.
Gus looks very friendly.
That'd be an enormous saddle.
It's a huge saddle. It is. Yeah, to be able to go around the sides.
Girthy.
It's got to be a specially made saddle. That would be the magnum of saddles. To be able to fit all the way around like that.
That's a Brahma bull. It looks friendly.
He does, yeah, the bull was just standing there.
Friendly.
But I would be a bit weirded out if I pulled up to the store and there's a guy in a cowboy hat riding a bull. I might be calling the police too. That's just odd. So
what looks really cuddly too is a bison, but I really recommend you not go up and
No, you probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I have a feeling now that we should, we've got our WTFs. Now we need WTAs. What, the Alliance?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on there? Alliance, get your stuff together.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, let's see here. You're not so breaking news this morning. First story takes us down to Florida. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? Down to Miami, where Robert Cash Lewin, the CEO and founder of 1-800-411-PAIN. Do you remember 1-800-411-PAIN?
Is that a pill mill phone number?
No, it was lawyers who took on basically ambulance chasers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was caught last week on the campus of Miami Coral Park Senior High School, where he was hanging out in his car with a gun and a photo that was, a picture of him with his gun that was sent to an assistant principal. He was in the parking lot in his black Lincoln Navigator, and his license plate actually is 411 Payne. And a student took pictures of him as he was kind of bent over, because you could see the gun hanging out in his belt loop. And that's when the student sent the picture to the assistant principal, and the assistant principal called the police and was like, hey, we've got someone hanging out in our parking lot with a gun. Although he did decide to drive away, he was quickly caught. Again, his license plate was 411 Payne. It's not like the eye test where there's like an R and a P and a B, and it's hard to tell what the license plate is.
Yeah, you can read that.
411 Payne sticks out. And if you've got yourself a personalized license plate, pretty easy to find you.
If you're in a $100,000 vehicle, it's pretty noticeable.
That too, yeah, absolutely. He was ordered to step out of the SUV. They conducted a pat-down where they found a gun, an extra magazine, and a knife. He said he brought the gun by accident. He didn't mean to have the gun with him. But why was he hanging out in a school parking lot?
I mean, there are a lot of unanswered questions here.
Where was the gun when the witness saw him?
In his pants.
In his pants, yeah. He was bent over, and you could see it in his tucked in his
you
belt.
Accidentally left that there.
In your pants, yeah.
That's
You're
true.
sitting in a car driving with that there.
Come on, Thick. You've never accidentally left a gun in your pants? Besides that bazooka?
Oh, well.
All right. So anyways, he was previously arrested in 2022 when he and his identical brother Harley listed their neighboring French County style of set for they actually tried to defraud people in real estate dealings after they tried to defraud people with their 1-800-411 Payne ambulance chasing business.
This guy's just always up to no good.
Pretty much. That's pretty much about it. Story number 2 is also a WTF. What the Florida? 44-year-old man in Florida named Peter Riera got into an argument with a couple of people inside of a bar. We all know about the chicken versus the egg argument. The whole what came first. But more importantly, what is more important, the chicken or the egg? In that, how many eggs do chickens produce? And this has turned into a pretty big deal, so much so, he ended up firing off some shots. Here's some bar patrons talking about this argument.
I'd say we were at Harper's and it's closing time. He orders a round of shots for everybody, and after that, we all walk out. It's me, him, and my friend, and he kept on coming up to us. He was like, man, I need to make money. I'm a single father. I'm taking care of both my parents right now. He's like, how can I make some money? And we're just like, well, you're farming pea. We're like, what do you farm? He started talking about chickens. So I asked him, I was like, oh. I was like, so, and I was just trying to get like a better understanding on it so I could actually help him. And I was like, how many like eggs on average does one chicken lay a month? I was like, how much do you sell your cartons of eggs for? I was like, how many chickens do you have? And he kind of just looked at me and was like, oh, you're trying to con me right now. And I looked at him a little crazy. I was like, what? And he walked away. And next thing I see, he has a gun in his hand. He cocked it back. And that's where everything just went wild.
Jeez.
Just trying to help you sell some eggs, man.
Trying to understand your business.
Apparently, he pulled the gun. He started firing. 3 victims ran off. Thankfully, no one was shot. One of the victims ran into the roadway to get away. He's facing multiple charges. In fact, here's the police talking. Here's a police officer doing an actual news conference about the chicken or the egg argument.
The shooter evidently raises chickens, and the conversation was about how many eggs a chicken can lay. One victim ran out into the roadway trying to get away from the shooter. The other 2 victims hid. We had several phone calls. The shooter himself called 911. Arming yourself with a handgun when you're under the influence is not a good idea. There's never going to be a good outcome with that.
The shooter called 911?
Yeah.
What?
I 100% guarantee if it's 1:15-ish on a Friday or Saturday night, Nora and I are chilling at the bar watching funny videos or playing darts or whatever. If I overhear a conversation like this, I am 100% inserting myself into this conversation. This absolutely would be a reason I get shot. I'm arguing with someone over how many eggs the average chicken lays. Without a doubt, this would be a debate that I would get into at the bar. Anyways, Peter's facing multiple charges, being held without bond.
You should have the debate of where does the egg come out of in the chicken. Honestly.
Oh.
Have that discussion.
Yeah. Oh, that's a chicken vag for sure. It's got to be, right?
I think there's just one hole for everything down there.
Really?
Yeah, for everything.
I
don't know for sure.
It's got to be messy.
Ask the chicken guy.
Here is the egg debate that we did get into. Is an egg a chicken period or a chicken abortion?
Wait. No, it has to be fertilized. For an egg, for it to be there be a chicken in there.
So
if it's not fertilized, there's going to be no chicken.
So it's a chicken period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of chicken debates you can have.
A lot of chicken debates.
Especially at 1:30 in the morning.
Yes, so many.
Alcohol.
I'm telling you. In fact, I'm calling it now. Like the movie Minority Report, where you can see the future. I'm getting shot over a chicken argument.
For sure. Same.
100%. That's not so breaking news. Hey, happy Veterans Day. It is a cool Tuesday. Going to be a high of only about 37 today. Not much warmer than it was yesterday. But the good news is we do warm up from here. We're going to be back into the 50s tomorrow, and then for the remainder of the week where we could see 60 by this weekend.
65 Saturday.
I'll take that.
Yes.
Not bad. I saw this article talking about a particular word. A word we all know. A word that a lot of us have used. It's been used in a lot of iterations. And a lot of people are saying, look, it's not really an insult anymore. Because I think it kind of went through a cycle of it was kind of just a name, and then it became kind of an insult, and now it's just back to a name. And that word is redneck. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are saying, yeah, I'm a redneck. Fine. Because, of course, it came from the farmers who used to be out there all day. They'd come in, the neck would be all burnt. They'd be a redneck. And then it was used as a term where you kind of used it kind of as an insult.
Yeah. It's like classist to say, call someone a redneck, I think, a slur.
Yes. But now they're saying it is no longer a slur. And I know we have got quite a bit of farmland outside of our metropolitan areas, especially here, middle Ohio. You leave Columbus, you leave Hilliard and Upper Arlington, you head outside of 270.
Get down there in Grove, Tucky.
You're seeing some farmland for sure. So we've got what could be classified as some rednecks out there. So I'm very curious. 800-821-9970. Are you one of these people? Do you not take it as an insult anymore?
You can call me a redneck. I moved from Columbus. I grew up in Columbus, lived in Columbus my entire life, then moved to Westerville, lived there for a dozen years, and then Charlie and I decided we're out. We are moving to farmland. We moved to Licking County, Johnstown, around a ton of farmland. And although I'm not a farmer, I love these farmers. I love the Licking County redneck community, if that is something you could say. I absolutely be honored to be considered an honorary redneck because I love it out there. I will never, ever leave rural Ohio now. Never. I do not want to live in it. Never. No. I love it.
What do you do with your land out there? I mean, is your land kind of...
It's farmland.
It is made for farming.
Corn, soybeans, all that. And then people have...
On your land or like your neighbors?
Not my land.
Okay.
We only have like an acre and a half. Yeah, we just have trees.
Nothing crazy.
But like I have, down the road, we have a horse farm, we have cattle farms, we have corn, soybeans, tons of land out there, a lot of farming. And, of course, a lot of that was bought out by Intel, a New Albany company.
Right.
So they're taking a giant dump on part of Licking County there in New Albany. Thanks, New Albany. But anyway, I absolutely love it. To be considered an honorary redneck would be my dream.
You are the least redneck person in the world.
I love it out there.
That's so funny because I can't even fathom.
Yeah. I couldn't
living out
either.
there.
I couldn't either, but my husband grew up with a lot of land out in the country, and he was dying to get back to it. I'm like, sure, I'll try it. I've only ever lived in the city.
Yeah.
And I'm taking to it. I'm taking to it.
My sister's got land in Asheville, and I loved being down at her place. I would move out to the country in a heartbeat.
We drive when we drive back to Detroit, or even when we drive to the lake house, it takes us through a lot of those areas. And Nora and I will be driving. We just look at each other and we just go, how?
You love downtown and city life, don't you?
Yeah, we drive past a place. How do you live here?
Listen, if the world ends and you want to start rebuilding a city, and I'll stay out in the country and try to do crops and stuff, I think that'd work out great.
Work out well?
We need all kinds.
We do need all kinds.
Yeah.
800-821-9970. Are you not insulted by Redneck anymore? Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, man, this is a redneck that is not insulted by redneck.
Yes. Woo!
And I don't mean this as an insult. You sound like a redneck.
Hey, man, I've been in Ohio. I've been called a redneck my whole life. It is not an insult.
It is.
I work hard. Anybody who works hard, they deserve the nickname. Hell, might as well be redneck.
Might as well be redneck. Okay.
Where do you, can you say a roundabout where you live?
I grew up in Magnetic Springs, Ohio, a little piss hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside of Marysville, but I live in Bucyrus.
Bucyrus, okay. I go through Bucyrus every now and again.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Is that up in Marion County?
I love Buck Curious.
Yeah, that's what Goose thought it was at first.
Buck Curious.
You got redneck and you got Buckurus.
Yeah, that's where all the OSU athletes who are still trying to find out their sexuality go. Buck Curious. Anyways, here's the other thing. If you refer to your hometown as a piss hole, you know you're a redneck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just that can go right on Jeff Foxworthy's new list.
You know you're a redneck.
I refer to my hometown as a piss hole.
That wasn't an insult either.
That's right.
Right. Hey, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
We're all self-aware out in the farmlands in the country.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Trucker Tim.
Trucker Tim. Yeah, if your name's Trucker Tim, you might be a redneck.
Well, oddly enough, I was born in Salem, Massachusetts, but I grew up in Waverly, Ohio.
Oh, that's
Waverly.
country.
Do you remember Spicy Run down in Waverly?
Yeah.
The ski resort? No?
Oh, yeah.
No, do you?
It didn't last.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't last.
No, it lasted a few years, and
That's
then
it.
everybody was like, no, I'd rather go to Mad River.
So Waverly, you were really down in the sticks, weren't you?
Beautiful down there.
Gorgeous country.
I grew up on Lake White. Like, if I looked out my front window, I saw the Lake White float.
Nice.
I had a buddy that lived in the middle of Kansas and went to visit. We went as like a guy trip to go like hunting and fishing one time, and he was talking about how his parent, when they used to go downtown. But downtown was downtown because you had to go down this small hill, down into town. And that was their downtown.
Yeah.
What in the hell? One restaurant, one like thrift store, and that was it. Trucker Tim, thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate it, man. Oh, my God. Blitz, hi, who's this?
What's it going on, Goose? Tony.
Tony, what's up? Are you a redneck, Tony?
Dude, let me tell you this for sure, dude. 100% CITY. I'm not with the country lifestyle, and I'm definitely not a redneck, dude. That other person just called in.
Oh, so you're a city guy.
I'm definitely a redneck.
Okay.
They just called in.
Sorry.
But hey, dude, I'm not a redneck.
Not a redneck. You are more of a city guy like me. Yeah, my hands are getting sweaty right now just thinking about being out in that open farmland with nothing around.
Would you? Hey, dude, real quick, not to be rude and cut you off, but I just wanted to know so I can be prepared. What side am I going to get? The left side or the right side? The left side of you or the right side of Miss Kelly?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what that means. Which side do you want?
Well, I'll just take the middle. How about that?
Middle. Right down the middle. Absolutely.
Are you guys going to pose for a portrait?
I don't know. Yeah,
you got picture day coming up?
Wait, what side is better? Your left side or your right side?
I'm the right side.
You're the right side?
Yeah.
So the left side.
Wait a minute. If you're looking at the bed, it's the left. If you're in the bed and you're looking out,
now we're in the
right.
bedroom. Where'd that come from?
Didn't you ask bed-wise? Did I just hear? Am I hallucinating right now?
I said nothing about the bed.
Am I on glue? What is happening?
What thoughts are running through your mind right now, Kelly?
What side of the bed do I sleep on?
Wow, Kelly, what?
Sorry.
I want to dive a little more into this. You're talking about
bed sides.
So when I grew up down in Grove, Tucky, redneck for us, when we talked about rednecks, it was, the regulars who go to a bar and there's a couple guys who are always going to go in there and drink and they're going to get in a fight. They're going to start trouble, and that's who we called rednecks, the troublemakers. The guys who drank too much and started problems, the guys who always wanted to get in a fight with people.
And those were the rednecks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got another text said, well, here's the deal. I'm a hillbilly, not a redneck.
Yeah,
okay.
Hillbilly, like if you grew up in the gorgeous hills of West Virginia, I guess you could be a hillbilly.
That'd be a hillbilly.
The hills of southern Ohio, maybe you're a hillbilly.
Yeah, okay.
Either or, I don't care. I love it out in the...
Well, apparently redneck is no longer a derogatory term. So if you get called a redneck, you should just,
embrace it.
Embrace it, yeah.
We're
Live
taking
in
back
it.
the word.
Taking back the word, absolutely.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a man accused of strangling a nurse at OSU Wexner Medical Center. The Columbus City Attorney's Office says the suspect attacked the nurse when she intervened to protect a newborn baby he was holding while fighting with the child's mother. Sounds like a quality individual. The suspect was not arrested at the time. The Ohio Nurses Association has criticized OSU hospital leaders, saying the nurse who was involved was not offered any support until the day after the attack. Well, the Senate has voted to end the record-long government shutdown, approving bipartisan plan to reopen federal agencies. The 60-40 vote saw 8 Democrats join Republicans to break the deadlock. The bill, which includes full funding for SNAP benefits through next September and a stopgap budget through January 30th, now heads to the House for a vote expected tomorrow. The very first Netflix house opens tomorrow. It's a permanent entertainment and shopping venue located at the King of Prussia Mall in Philadelphia. It's a 100,000 square foot destination. There's Tudum Theater, where Netflix shows and movies will be regularly screened. They will have experiences based on popular Netflix releases starting with Wednesday. And One Piece. I'm unfamiliar with that show. One Piece. Or a movie or a show, I don't know. But that's what it's called, and that's what your experience is.
I don't know that one either.
They had to scramble to make some changes to add some elements of K-pop Demon Hunters because it's so hugely popular. They said they didn't want people walking into this Netflix house and saying, "Where's the K-pop?"
K-pop, right.
There are VR rooms, there's mini golf, among other things. Now, but Netflix is putting the finishing touches on its second Netflix house, which will open in Dallas next month. Here's the good one. It features Stranger Things and Squid Game experiences. So that's a good one. A Vegas Netflix house scheduled to open in 2027 with a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory experience. And it kind of looks like they're inching toward a Disney-type situation where they may open big Netflix complexes in the future. Sort of mirroring what Disney has done with their
they're in terms of original content, popular original content.
Yeah,
they're up there. So
they're always thinking about 20 years in the future. I think at Netflix, they've really been able to just climb to the top of the heap and stay there.
That is true.
So I don't know. We'll see. All right, those are your 3 things.
Well, here's a little bit of nightmare fuel for you. Not that we have to deal with it yet, because there is a good chance that at some point we will have to deal with it, because this warning comes out of North Texas. And they're talking about a new invasive worm described as demonic. And here's the problem. This worm is native to Asia and is now in North Texas. So why wouldn't you think that there's a possibility that could end up here in central Ohio at some point? The hammerhead worm. is invading North Texas. It feasts on earthworms, which of themselves are vital to soil anyways. So these hammerhead worms, getting rid of the earthworms, are hurting the soil and plantings and things of that nature because that's what they feed on. These hammerhead worms are 12 to 15 inches long. And, well, listen to this. If you try and kill it by cutting it up, each individual piece will just grow into a brand new worm.
Now what worms do?
Well, we do know that, a lot of worms, if they get cut or something, they can regrow.
Cut off a lizard's tail,
it grows back. But these, each piece will regenerate and grow into a brand new worm. It's toxic, which means if you come into contact with it, most humans break out in hives and have some sort of reaction. So, yes, the hammerhead worm. The demonic hammerhead worm. Here's the thing. In order to kill it, you have to trap it in a bag and freeze it for at least 2 days. Excuse me?
I wonder if they're good for bait. It's got a little hammerhead on it? Is that what it does? It look like?
I have no idea. It's just called a hammerhead worm.
Like it's a worm, but a flat top, like a hammerhead shark?
No idea.
That'd be an interesting looking worm.
Head worm. A little bit. Yeah, it's got a little bit. Yeah, it looks like an effing alien. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
This thing needs to go away and die.
I bet that thing goes crazy in the water. I bet it would be a great bass bait.
Oh, this thing needs to die.
But it wouldn't. Yeah,
immediately.
The bass would eat it and swallow it, and it would be alive inside the bass.
Yeah, it would probably hurt the bass. Yeah, you don't want to use that as fuel.
That is crazy looking, man. It does. It looks alien.
Yep.
No, maybe it is.
This thing is something you'd see in a movie.
Yeah.
Tristan, thanks for the warning. Why didn't you send that a little bit earlier?
What?
He says, I just looked at those things. Oh my God, it gives me chills. Yeah, you should have told us that earlier so I didn't look at it.
And the worms ate into his brain.
These are the type of worms that they would make horror movies out of for sure. So hopefully they stick to North Texas and they can get rid of them completely because if they start spreading, this could be. You know what? This report right here that you just listened to could be the beginning of the end. I could have just warned you about what is going to take out the human race.
Honestly, when you started to tell this story, the first thing I thought of was the first time Kelly on COVID in China.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, what is that?
Not gonna have,
we didn't think much about
it.
And it just kept coming and coming.
Yep. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Here we go.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Tuesday morning. Little tidbits of information you get to take with you wherever you go. I think it was some point last week we were talking about The Simpsons and Springfield.
Yeah.
And, from what I heard, he made it Springfield because there's a Springfield in every state.
Yeah.
Just about. So it was like, everyone will argue over where Springfield was.
And was he from Illinois or Oregon?
It was Oregon. So we got a text message saying he was from Springfield, Oregon.
The writer.
Yeah.
The creator, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Groening. So I think it was from Springfield, Oregon originally. But the most common name for cities in the United States is Fairview. Now, here's the thing. There are 273 cities with the name Fairview. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. That would be 4 per state? 5 per state?
Yeah, I mean, if you Google it.
And then Midway is the second most popular name for cities with 257. So I guess as long as you have a different zip code, I would assume. Those are the 2 most common names for cities in the United States. There are more species of sponges than mammals. More species of sponges in the water than mammals.
Species?
Yeah.
A sponge is a species?
Yeah. You're looking very confused right now.
I am.
Sponge is a type of species, but there are more species of sponges than there are mammals.
I thought a sponge, I use it to wipe down my counter. I don't.
Yeah, no. But there are others in the water, and there's lots of different versions of
And they're
sponges.
alive.
Yes, and they're alive. Yes.
I don't want that to wipe down my counter.
Well, maybe it can do it by itself.
Oh, hey, now we got something.
Works along the counter. The music video that's been played the most times on MTV is...
Oh, God. It's got to be a Michael Jackson video, right?
I don't know, doesn't.
I don't know. Well, what is it?
It's Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
Ah.
Yeah. Jimmy Carter was the longest living president ever at 100 years old and 89 days. George H.W. is second. He was 94 when he died in 2018. And finally, the phrase red tape comes from the early 1500s. We all know trying to get through the red tape. We hear it all the time. It's too much red tape to get through. Yeah. However, it came from the early 1500s when the Holy Roman Empire would use red tape to seal its most important political documents and decisions. So you had to cut through the red tape if you wanted to get to it.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, never knew that. That's interesting.
There you go, learning you some stuff on a Tuesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.